Greetings Knights, Kael'thas here, and today we're taking on floor 20 of the Tower of Arrogance, hard mode. Now this one is a bit tricky. Ideally you want Jack-O-Lantern's skill 2 maxed. Just one skill up is probably enough because that'll give it a 2-turn heal block. But ideally if you can max it, it turns it into a 3-turn heal block, which gives you a little bit more breathing space in case both your Ingwe and Jacko derps. So what I'm doing here is I'm positioning the heroes so that I can give them all at least 1 turn of invincibility. So what you got to do is you got to hope that if he goes after Taya, which he often does, he comes back like he did just then. Because if he stays on Taya, then it's really hard, because then it messes up the range attacks for everyone. So as you can see now, what I'm doing is just hitting him with as many dots as possible. So as you can see, so I've got Lucifer and Ingwe up front because they need to be right next to him. Lucifer does have a skill 3 that is a ranged attack, but most of the time you'll be using skill 1 with Lucifer. And Taya, basically what you want to do with Taya is transfer dots as soon as possible. Often that may also include the mobility buff or the entanglement debuff, which really helps. So as you can see, he can't move now, so I'm going to use skill 2 of Lucifer to push him away. Now the reason for that is it means that he basically skips an attack, or he misses an attack, and he can't do any damage, which obviously is going to help your survivability. So now that that's gone, basically just go back to attacking him. So here you just try and keep that same formation where you've got Taya and Ingwe at the top, and then you've got Freya and Lucifer and Jacko at the bottom row. This allows Freya to cast invincibility on all of the units. So as you can see, he went after Taya, but luckily she got out of it. I'm not really sure how she managed that, but hey, I'm not complaining. So this is when you use Lucifer's skill 3 when he can't move, to use his skill 1. Then you can just use his skill 3 to attack. So see how she Jacko missed, but she's still got 1 heal block left, which is really handy. So now I've see how I've positioned everyone away from him because he can't move. So I'm just gonna defend here on Ingwe. Now I need a heal block to land here ideally, because otherwise he'll heal up at least from 1 turn. Nope, that missed as well. So he's gonna attack soon. He's gonna get at least 1 attack off. So I'm gonna cast. Okay, now. So see how again he wasn't able to move. So you gotta, if he can't move, you just move all your units away and let the dots take effect. All right. Now I think he's now close enough. If we can just get a couple more dots, this should be the win. Beauty. Come on, need a heal block. If it doesn't land here, I'm screwed. Beautiful. Excellent. Exactly what we needed. He's pretty much a goner now. Bye bye. Now that may look easy, but that was probably around 10 or 12 attempts to get the RNG for him to not attack Taya twice. Because if he does, he just stays there and he doesn't move. He just keeps going for Taya. And then Lucifer can't attack because he's entangled. Anyway, so here's the runes. So I've got Freya on Earthquake. Not needed, but you know, it's good for the other stages. Speed and accuracy, most important for Jack-O-Lantern. I do have her on high crit damage. I did have her on an attack build, but I just swap out slot 6 for accuracy. Lucifer, speed and accuracy. Taya, speed and accuracy. And of course as much HP as you can for both Lucifer and Taya. Ingwe, I've got him on Vamp at the moment. I don't have enough Earthquake runes yet. This is my free-to-play account, by the way. But yeah, so in terms of alternatives, instead of Jacko, you can use the 3-star tree element Lily. You need to you need to level up her skill 1 enough so that her heal block is 2 turns. And then she would take the place of Ingwe. Ideally, actually, she would take the place of Jacko, sorry. I would still put Ingwe there if you have it, so that you basically got 2 heal blockers. Now, other alternatives for the others. Let's see, so... Yes, so Iblis can also heal block, but she has a fairly low effect rate unless you skill it up. Charlotte is also another option. She also has the added benefit of automatically transferring one of her buffs, which is usually the entanglement, the one that immobilizes you. Faust can do it, but it's not ideal on skill 2. You want someone who can do it on skill 1 or all skills, like a passive like Charlotte. Matt can also heal block, but again, his skill 3, 4-turn cooldown, and yeah, it's gonna be too hard. Maybe as a backup, but definitely not as the primary. So here I'm talking about Lily. So you need 1, 2, 3. So you need 3 skill ups into skill 1, and basically, yeah, she can replace Jacko. But like I said, I'd still put Ingwe in there if you have him, just as an bit of extra protection, because they do often miss. In terms of daughters, yeah, Raja is an option. Also Anubis, but Anubis is more when you're fighting multiple enemies, because yeah, that resets his cooldown. Otherwise, yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard. Nocturne, look, Nocturne is just crazy OP for pretty much all of Toa. Valkyrie, another option for dots to replace Taya. I think you could also possibly use Elaine as well, but she needs to be max skilled. And because I find that, yeah, basically you need her, well, not max skilled, but you need that additional activation rate on her skill 1 leveled at least. But yeah, I think that's about it for alternatives. Once again, thank you for watching and good luck with your run.